Despite what the title and thumbnail of this video would tell you, I hate the kind of people who only care about themselves and getting the attention of others. I've been lucky enough to never ever encounter someone like this personally, but if popular media has taught me anything, which it rarely does, it taught me that narcissists are generally hated, with their bossy and egotistical personalities. Which had me thinking, what other things do I hate? What makes my blood boil? What can I rant about for hours? What could I possibly talk about in a pet peeves video? I don't get aggravated by many things, so by extension, I don't complain about things too often. I actually find people who complain all the time to be quite annoying. If there's something you don't like, then you should go grab some friends who also hate the same things you hate and change it, instead of just complaining while doing nothing. In fact, that's why I'm making this video. If my complaints can spark a fire in someone to actually do something, then I have more than just a decent reason to make a silly YouTube video. But even so, I do still have some silly little complaints to talk about, like nails on a chalkboard. And when I say nails on a chalkboard, I'm not even talking about the deafening noise that everyone usually thinks about. Actually, I'm not even talking about nails on a chalkboard to begin with. The concept of nails and a chalkboard is just one subject in a whole line of things that I would rather not deal with. I know this is going to sound weird, but do your senses ever just numb when you experience something uncomfortable? I know it sounds odd, but bear with me here. Let's say there was something like styrofoam, and I needed to touch it for whatever reason. After a while of me being exposed to styrofoam, I would just stop breathing as well as I usually do. I don't have asthma, if that's what you're thinking, but it's definitely some sort of sensory problem. The point is, weird sensations make me uncomfortable, but I wouldn't just be making this video to complain about styrofoam and chalkboards, so let's go back to the example I said at the start of the video. People like narcissists or hypocrites are probably pretty high up there on the worst human beings you could possibly be list. In a group setting, it's the leader's responsibility to take the fall if the group fails, and it's because of the group's work if success is achieved. But if a narcissist was leading the pack, then it's usually the opposite, with our little bitter friend blaming the team for their failures. And while we're talking about leadership, narcissists would usually get jealous of other people playing as the leader, and get confused when they are the ones being bossed around, while in reality, one person is just trying to do something for the good of the group. And this jerk is trying to make it seem like it's all about him. It's scummy, pretentious, and I hate it a lot. But I do still have one more pet peeve that trumps all of the other ones I've mentioned this far. It's you. Well, not you specifically. More like people as a whole. Now, I'm not saying that I hate people in general, because that just wouldn't be true, but good people are often forced to make cruel choices in terrible scenarios. And as much as I would like to believe that people would make the right choice, the truth is, that right and wrong are very subjective terms. People don't often have the strength to stand on their own and decide what right and wrong is for themselves. So it makes me pretty upset when people can just give up like that. Sure, that's how it's been for a while, but that doesn't mean it has to stay that way. Go and grab some friends so you can stand on your own 2 feet. And with that, I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you have a great day.